Okay, anybody else got anything they'd like to say?
Quay, would you like me to say something?
Please.
Yes. Say it.
Come on, Fred. Come get the mic.
I've been waiting all night for someone to ask me to come up.
You just come right on up. Okay. You just have your fling. You have your fling with destiny.
I want to tell y'all that I'm from North Carolina. And if I talk a little bit too fast for you, I got a translator back there that's going to take it forward and explain it to you in slow motion. When Quay first come down and met my sister, that was a blessing on both of them. But back then I was farming, and I had to go over to the field one day and cut some green corn for the cows, you know, just chop it off with a wheat hoe and put it in the back of a pickup, haul it over and throw it out in the pasture for her. And Daddy says, "Are you going to take him with you?" I said, "Yeah, I was planning on it." He said, "Well, don't you know how his skin looks? It's kind of frail and white." He says, "He ain't used to that sunlight." He said, "Don't let him get over there and get too hot." I said, "Okay." I carried him over there and we chopped the corn down and all that stuff. And we brought the corn back, throwed it in the hog pasture, the cow pasture and everything. But then again, me and Quay went fishing down there one time at the ponds that my brother built for my father. And we backed my pickup up there, and there was a pint bottle laying beside the bank of the pond with just a little bit in the corner of it. It was an old Crow bottle. I don't know what that was or anything. I throwed it in the back of the pickup there to keep somebody else from running over it and busting the tire. And me and Quay got our fishing poles out, and we put our minnows on it. And Quay says, "I wonder what some of that stuff would do to one of these minnows if we give a drop or two to that minnow before we hook that minnow on the hook." I said, "I don't know, Quay. You probably know more about that old crow than I do." So he got it out, and we got a little bit and dropped it into his mouth, a drop or two, and then he hooked that hook right to his backbone, and he throwed his rod and reel out there, and when that fish hit the water, that fish went under the water, drug every bit of the line off of his reel. And he had to stand there and snug and get a pull, and he got a pull and finally set the hook, and he finally brought that thing back in there. He finally brought him back in there. He had to do this, you know, like you see do it on television, Jim Tank show, do it like this. And he threw that thing back in there, and he had to change hands, and he got him just about up to the edge of the water, and he wound it real tight and throwed it, and it come over his head. But that fish come out wrong. That fish come out tail first. Now, we went out there in the weeds and found him, and that minnow had him right by the tail, just like that.